It's alright, don't be alarmed folks. I've got cushions from an old settee underneath this bike. I laid it over very carefully and drained the fuel tank before I did so. Checked on the battery and it's got a sealed battery on it, and all the sort of pipe work to and from the oil tank seems to be secure, and I didn't have to worry about draining the oil even. So I tipped the bike over on its side very carefully. Then I got the clutch and brake cleaning solvent and blasted into there with it, followed by compressed air. Repeated that a couple of times, and then when I got everything as clean and nice and dry as I thought I could, I followed it up with a couple of drops down each spline of bearing retaining compound. So I'm hoping that that'll sort of work its way down into the I don't know, couple of thou clearance or whatever there is between the main shaft and the inner race of the bearing. And once that's settled and hardened a little bit, I'll be able to get the bike back upright and back onto the bike lift, just check and make sure the job's a good one, as they say, and then hopefully, if it is, I can start reassembling the primary drive side. And it's just possible that we might not have to strip the engine down at all on this thing, because I think between me sorting out the end float on the crank, which was down to, I think, the little washer that fits between the end of the crank and the timing pinion not quite being thick enough, I added a thin shim there and tightened the timing pinion nut up, and that did away with the end float. So if this sorts out the play that I originally suspected to be a main bearing, but was in fact between the main shaft and the inner race of the main bearing, we could all be alright. So that's what I'm hoping for at this stage anyway, and I'll give it an hour or so for this stuff to sort of go off a little bit more, and then I can get the bike upright again, get it back in the workshop and back on the bike lift.